Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why, hello, and welcome back, everybody. It has been a few weeks, about a month, since I've had a chance to want to do this. And I want to apologize to everybody that I'm back to doing this. It won't be on Wednesdays because I'm going to be having a new work schedule, which we'll talk about today. So, obviously, a lot of you guys know, before I get into the actual comic book haul from the last couple of weeks, um, I want to talk about it and just say thank you to everyone who reached out. And it really made a difference. I really appreciate, like, more than you guys know, just everybody that came out to talk to me and just kind of, you know, nostalgic. Yeah, life just kicked me in the ass, and it was rough. It was rough for that month, but I'm on a new diet, so I've lost 4 pounds, 6 if I go by the way I was weighed at my last visit, which was on the 2nd of April, and we're on the path to in July, fingers crossed, that we're going to get those numbers down so that the diabetes isn't going to be an issue. So, yeah, that's the big push we're having. And I think the fear has finally left where I was feeling it. And now I'm feeling good. Like, I was at the comic book shop the last couple weeks just picking up my books and kind of just going through the motions. And then today, I was talking with the store owner. Big shout out to Troy. I love him. Love what the store does. Love the guys there and the girls there. They take care of me and my family. And Troy and I just got to talking, and he's like, "I love you being a YouTuber." He's like, "Are you gonna do something?" We were talking about Free Comic Book Day, how I'm gonna bring the family, and we come every year, and he takes care of my wife and my kids and myself every year. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna come by. And he's like, dude, if you can, you can film that day too if you want. And I was like, awesome. So I'm gonna get to film my local shop and my family interacting on Free Comic Book Day. There'll be a lot of people there. He usually that spot all the regulars come. It's a really cool event. So that'll be on May the 4th, which is a Saturday. Hermano, thank you, thank you. I love you, man. Thank you, hermano. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I've been, it got the juices flowing to want to actually do stuff. And Dave and I are in the process of trying to figure out what's going to happen. Our podcast did not go away; it just went on hiatus. We still have a ton of ideas and ton of things we're going to do. So I just wanted to get that out the way. Um, and Yeah, I think I wanted to just start there. So yeah, just weirdly enough, being off of sugar, like the way I was taking in sugar, like through the Gatorades and my coffee, and just changing my diet even slightly, have a lot more energy. And I did say that my schedule at work is going to change. So next week, and possibly going forward from next week, we have to see. I will be off on Tuesdays after 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'm gonna be probably shifting this to Tuesdays and talking about what's gonna be coming out, and then I may film a video later in the day on Wednesdays or on the weekends because Saturdays I'll be able to go to the shop and pick up my books. So we'll see how that goes. I may just have Troy. I may talk to him about just PayPaling him the money and getting the books delivered to my house. But I still like going to the shop. It's kind of like going to the barber shop. You get to like talk and hang out. And Rory gets to go there. She got a new book today herself. But let's talk about the haul because your boy's store credit finally came through. And boy, oh boy, what I got. So, as you guys can see, you know, Exactly. I see nostalgic, you got it right. If I'm doing more of it like my coffee, no sugar, it's got cinnamon, a little bit of zero sugar vanilla syrup, and just coffee, and it's good for you, and I use oat milk. So, if you got a glimpse at the bottom of the screen, you guys might have seen now I got a hot toy. I had over $400 in store credit, so I picked up the companion hot toy to, sorry, this is a bigger, yeah, to this guy. So both I had traded in two large tubs and a big ass box of figures, brand new, and basically sold off my entire Lightning collection, which had some very good gems in it, which equated, and I got rid of all my Mythic Legions except for one, which I'm going to be shipping to Dave to use for the giveaway. Um, and I was able to pick up Captain America, who I've been dying to get in my collection, and I picked up Bucky, which their hermano. Let's put it this way: it's not a. The wife and I talked about it. We don't. We're in the process of looking at another place to live for our house. So I don't want to say I don't want to take them out their boxes yet. I will do reviews and I will probably stick them back in their box. I want them out and displayed, but because we are looking to go to a new place, I don't want to take them out, display them, get them all set up, and then I gotta tear them back down. Especially with the wingspan on Falcon, his wingspan's huge. So that's that. Now, those are the two big purchases. Now, I did go to Target and I picked up because if you have the Circle app this week, it is a Circle week special and I ended up getting $15 off. Now, he was a figure. I don't collect classifieds, but he was a figure I had as a kid that I used to love playing with, and he used to be my brawler. And they made him look like Rocky with the big gap in his teeth and everything. He comes with some really cool accessories, and for like I think it was like $11 after it was not a bad deal. So that's that. Oh, Hermano, what you're moving? Oh, you want a new place? Well, we're not we don't need to move, but we're looking at places to have a bigger house so we can expand if we want to keep it or decide what we want to do. So yeah, I know Target has holothon, but I'm not doing any of the holothon stuff. I just I don't care about it. It's all NECA anyway, which I know I'm not a NECA collector. Now I did pick up one for Dave and one for me. So my brothers, if they're ever looking for stuff and I see it, just you let me know. If I find it, I text. Ooh, sorry, my Discord is blowing up. People calling me during a live. It's like, no, that's so loud. I apologize. So I got the Iron Grenadiers, and I got this dude because his face sculpt looks dope. The helmet I could use for my Punisher, and same with these missile effects and this backpack. Like it's a dope figure. I mean, it was again. I got this on like it was on the one when you had Circle. They did like the 20% off. So I grabbed one for me and one for Dave, and I got to ship that out for Dave. I know it's supposed to be a comic book call, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Dum, 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 dum. Well, I got some. Uh, Me and the guys have been trying to get 100 wins on Fortnite. Yeah, man, I miss you. I miss you playing with us, bro. Here's a manga. Oh, let me hold it correctly. This is Sakamoto Days, uh, Volume 11. This came in last week, and this came in this week. Denji from Chainsaw Man. This is freaking dope. And then for those My Hero fans, Shota Aizawa, Eraserhead. His Revoltech came through. I gotta admit, I like this Revoltech boxing. It is actually really dope. Like they put the logo on the top. It's got the figure. It's got it posed. It shows you all the accessories. Like this is, yeah, why I love imports. And let's see, Big Boa, Grenadier. Um, Give me a second here. Ah, comics. I did grab Quick Kick. Come on, guys. We all know when you had GI Joes, you needed ninjas. Your ninjas. Quick Kick. I pre-ordered. I had pre-ordered Jinx a while back too, so I can't wait to get her. Oh, I gotta give these to Peanut. We got her Tracker from Paw Patrol. He came with those little like grapplers that she thinks they're drumsticks, which are hilarious. All right, and this is this week's haul. Okay, so big shout out to my boy Greg. He did send me two packages that I really appreciate. He sent me Crystar from the Marvel Legends. That is a personal figure of like Grail figure for me because I grew up with the figure as a 3 3/4, and I always wanted to have more. So it was definitely dope. And I have myself been, yes, I have. I've seen you with your post on IG. So so let's go through some of this. So, like I said, shout out to Greg because this is what reminds me. Greg's a huge aliens, and so is EC. So you can see the What If Aliens. This is issue number 2. This is actually a really good series. It's Marvel decided to, instead of just doing these other alien stories, they're now doing like What If, and it's staying as a solid storyline. So I definitely like that. Obviously, y'all know my Spider book, Edge of the Spider Verse book 3. Oh, I appreciate you, Mirage. Thank you so much. This cover looks freaking dope. Love it. And I do like the fact that we're getting the Ultimates Ultimate book. So it's going to be called The Ultimates. So I'm looking very forward to when this comes out. I think that comes out in May or June. And then here's the House of Slaughter, issue number 22. Solid series. If you're a big fan of Tiny, you know, I have not opened him up yet. I got to do a review. I am stacked on figures. And big shout out to my brother, Captain Spaulding, that got me my Craven to go with my Spider Man collection. I have to unbox him and do a video for him. And this is I Hate Fairyland by Scotty Young. He does such great work. And I love this like homage to Conan on the cover. The Incredible Hulk issue number 11. This is kind of a darker storytelling for the Hulk, and I'm really liking it. Here's Phantom Road by one of my favorites, Jeff Lemire. It's like a weird alien zombie apocalypse story. Love it. For those of you that have not gotten into this, Scorched. That is the Avengers of the Spawn universe. And this is Scorched number 28. Dynamite has definitely been doing a great job with their books because they have the Thundercats, which is a solid story. So I'm looking forward. I love the first cover I got was like the Lion-O cover. Then I have the Shatara cover, and now I got the Panthro cover, which is this is one of the variants, by the way. And then there are like several variants of the Peach Momoko Ultimate X-Men story, but this is the only one I've really liked. Um, there is a Virgin cover which has no title on it. It's all the information on the first page, but I definitely love this series. It is a very different take on the X-Men, and it deals with some very heavy topics. So if you guys are very interested and you like manga style artwork, Peach Momoko all the way. And that's this week's haul of comics. Now, I did have last week's haul. Let me Got a mess of toys. So while I'm doing this, anybody got any cool pickups? I know Cap has got some cool tattoos he's been getting. But if anybody wants to talk, you feel free to talk while I'm getting these books out. And while I'm also, before I get into this next part of the haul, um, I do want to discuss something about the ride for Roswell. Uh, we do have the ride for Roswell. Dave knows that. If y'all know, I've been working with Dave from Dave's Dimension on getting advertising this. I lost my mother, my aunt. I've lost a cousin to cancer. It is a horrible disease, an illness that just changes your life completely. And this ride for Roswell is not about the prizes that we're putting on the wheel. It's about what we're doing. I did reach out to Walter Hagen from Mythic Legions. He is trying to get something from the studio. He did send the studio the Ride for Roswell link. So we're trying to see what we can get. I am donating a Mythic Legion, brand new in box, to whoever wins the prize wheel. So that is a $50 figure right there. I will also be doing a comic book themed box, which will have some selected issues and possibly a Marvel Legend in there as well. I did hear Ruben. Dave told me yesterday he reached out to me. So just Rube, if you guys didn't know, Captain Spaulding is donating a horror themed NECA figure. So keep to that. We have 7 boxes, 7 prize boxes. So please, if you can't donate, we understand, but we do need you guys to reach out to myself or Dave. We don't want the money. Donate directly to the Ride for Roswell. Go check Dave's last video. It's been pinned. It's a pinned on Dave's Dimensions page. I'm gonna pin it to my community wall as well, and you guys will be able to donate directly to them. Just send us a screenshot of the donation. $10 gets you a spot on the wheel. You put more than 10 in. I am gifting two because I donated $20, so I'm giving 2 spots out to 2 random subscribers on my channel and on Dave's channel and on the Outer Dimensions podcast channel. So I'll be going through there and I'll be having a random selection. And if you get selected, I will reach out to you personally to let you know you've been selected. So that way you can show up for in May for when we do the prize wheels. So just letting y'all know that. Now, this is last week's. Oh, yeah, they get some weeks were bigger than others. So this was last week's, and this is the issue 3. Again, Greg, I keep thinking about you, Figure Fever. This is the aliens black, white, and red. So this is a black, white, and they only use red as outline or blood or whatever they want in this comic. It's an actual really good series. Definitely worth the read. Deadpool started his whole new run. So I picked up the first issue. I love Deadpool. My Rory thinks he's Spider Man, which is hilarious because he does look like Spider Man. So hold on for a sec, folks. So there we go. Sorry about that. This is issue 14 of Doctor Strange. This is the new series that takes place after he's already been. They did the Sorceress Supreme, so this is the new run. I like the older art style, like the Alex Ross style artwork. It definitely speaks to me as an old school fan. This obviously is a solid book. It's the Moon Knight. This is Vengeance of the Moon Knight. This is the new run with the new character that has donned the mantle. Very dark. I kind of like him. He's a little bit more gritty. I missed out on the first run of this, and I'm going to be picking the graphic novel up um, probably on free comic book day because my local shop does like 50% off of graphic novels, and I know it's in the store, so I'll grab it from there. But this is the Godzilla Power Rangers. Volume 2, or Series 2, issue number 1, where it is the kaiju versus the Power Rangers. So I'm kind of interested. I love Godzilla. I like Power Rangers. This is Grim, issue number 16. The Grim Reaper is among us, and there's several Reapers, kind of like Shinigami, if you like Bleach, which is coming back season 3, the final season for the final arc of the Thousand-Year Blood War. So excited. When I go to Frank and Sons, I will see if they have Deadpool comics. I appreciate you, brother. Now, this is actually really cool. Now, these three books, their covers go together. So, like, I can't put them all together, but they're three different books. So, this is Red Coat. Sorry, this is Red Coat. This is Rook. And this is Geiger. And when you put all three books together, I'll post it on my IG so y'all can see it. But this is the beginning of Image's kind of like Avengers, and they're not like the best look like superheroes, but they're different and it's cool. So I've been picking up the individual issues of like Redcoat and Rook. They did like a solo like one shot, and it was fantastic. So I had to get these three, and I didn't. These were the variant covers, and they were the last in the store. So grab those, and that was last week. Now the fun part's gonna be figuring out if I have. And when y'all wonder, yeah. So let me see. Do I have the week before's? I do. Oh, I think I do. No, those are older. Yeah, I don't know where the books from the week previous is or are. I think I started arranging them, so I apologize that I don't have the week before's like 2 weeks ago's. But that's so far. Hey, it's my brother from another mother. Happy National Siblings Day. What's this? I returned. Man, coffee is good. I'm gonna tell you. I said it yesterday on Dave's stream. Coffee is amazing. So, pardon. So, yes, that was all right. Hold on for a second. So, oh, your Figma, that stinks. But, that's been kind of the week. I did have more, I feel like. Oh, I did. Sorry. Bang. Kamen Rider Gotchard. This is an attachment to the main belt. So, but yeah, that's been pretty good. Like I said, it's been yeah. I love my Kamen Rider stuff. You can't. There's only been a few spots I'm able to grab it, and I can grab it through Big Bad Toys. And you know, I love Gotchard. It is one of the it's not one of the best shows. I think Zero One and Kabuto was my favorite from the Showa and the Heisei, which is current, or Heisei, sorry, Showa is, no, it's Reiwa. Reiwa is the current era. And Heisei and Showa riders are freaking awesome. The 90s and the early 2000s got some of the best. So I did pre-order the second set of riders. I didn't pre-order all of them. I only pre-ordered like hey, Mr. Wonderful, what's good? I did pre-order Zio, well, not Zio. The second rider to Zio. I forgot what his name was. I have his bootleg figure that one of my friends found for me at a Japanese shop. The little like 3 3/4 one. So I have this one. I got his SH Figure Arts coming, and he's the co-writer to Zio. And then I already had Drive. I have Mock, which already is like here's Mock, which they already released. They re-released it, but the Drive, this is a better version. I like the older version better. Um, I'm waiting to see what they're gonna release anymore. Oh yeah, dude, I finished that story. I'm Cody. Like, listen, I'm not even gonna try. Like I said, this is comic chats. Um, but I was glad that Cody did finish the story. Like that was amazing, amazing. Love me some WrestleMania. Was very, very, very happy. Um, trying to think. Showed off the hot toys. I showed off most of the figures. Um, I do have a couple more figures coming in. Yeah, Magnum form is dope. I have Gates the Magnum form. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry about that. Dave's all ready to crash the party. Well, I wasn't going to be long today because I have other things I had to get done, and I haven't read the new Titan stuff. The Conan stuff looks really cool. It's very much a throwback to like the Frenzetta days, so I would totally dig that. And I just found out today that his daughter, Jesus, that was loud.
See, I'm the final boss. I'll crash if I want to.
That's yeah, you can come in. No, no, come in. You came on and like dipped, final boss. Come on. I'm the champ. Come on, Rock. Get back on. Get back in here. Yeah, the new one I'm a little sad by, to be very honest, because that figure, their pre-order for it, it's like what you wanna call it?
Really?
How much was it? 200 almost
I
for
don't
that.
know. How much was it?
He's talking. I'm sorry. I'm gonna address this figure here, which is the not the Magnum Boost, but there was the final form with the Kurama tails, and that one was like $200, and it was like a Tamashi Web exclusive, and I was like, nope. And I just saw that they put out the zombie from Gates. They just re-released his form with the two swords, and he looks dope. And I was just like, damn, 190. I think he was like 130, and he's a web exclusive, and he's already hard to come by. And Dave knows, like I was jealous about him getting the Boom Boom Changer, and I found it on Big Bad Toys, and they just shipped it yesterday.
And I canceled because I was hoping to get it on Big Bad for much cheaper. But hey, it it's a thing. I was gonna pay like almost $50. Well, the guy was with tax. It would have been like 60. I talked the guy down, and then with shit, it was like $20 shipping. I'm like, I'm still paying around 50.
Well, the thing is
And
that sucks. They don't
and
have the
Dre said,
cards.
"Oh, I got it for 30, 37, or no, it's 31 or something." I'm like, "You son of a!"
I couldn't help it. I was when I was like, I noticed that Big Bad Toys, they always put it up for pre-order,
And I
and
binged those 3 episodes last night.
they're good. There's
Well,
it's
I
solid.
like I like the police. Now I'm not crazy about the policeman's changer.
Mm-mm.
Not overly psyched about it. I think the other change
Oh, I don't know what happened with Dave. The final boss looks like he might have gotten deleted.
somebody's Wi-Fi is getting weak.
That's yours, not mine.
Uh, actually, I'm not on Wi-Fi. That's weird.
That's weird. But I did pre-order the axe because we get those 4 cars with the axe,
Yeah.
and then they sold out of the um. It was the Boom Boom Changer, and then you couldn't get. You had to get the cars. I
Mhm.
think it's you get his trailer, blue and pinks, but then they sold out of the classic one. That is the weapon, the sword.
Yes.
I was like, son of a bitch, man. I wanted to get that one too. Yeah, I got him watching it. I got him watching it.
Yeah.
It's solid. I didn't think I was gonna like the show, and then
Well,
it
I
is.
mean, honestly, for from someone who, like, okay, I watched Kamen Rider, the old Kamen Rider years ago. I watched it on reruns,
Give me a
those
second.
dubbed.
You talk. I have to get Rory something to
Yep.
drink. So talk.
I mean, I used to watch it when I was a little kid, the dubbed versions, that is, you know? That's because that's what it was, but I mean, like, now that Power Rangers is pretty much on a hiatus, I mean, I gotta get my Sentai fix in some shape or form, so it looks like it's gonna be, watching, whatever iterations that, I can get my hands on. But, yeah, I do like the Boom Boom Changers. The actual Boom Changer, it kinda, like, I mean, obviously, I like the little spark grinding mix. That's kind of similar to. I know it was based on the Sentai, but Power Rangers Overdrive kind of had something similar, which obviously, they bit off of the Sentai, but they, their morpher was kind of like you had to grind it down your arm. So I'm digging it, man. I enjoy it. But then there's this one right here. She wants me to get off so I can go make tacos. I was crashing Dre's stream. Say hello to Mrs. Dimension. But yes, I'm what, up to episode 6 right now. So yeah, I've been watching it. You know, hey, I got no problem reading subtitles. Reading is fundamental, kids. But yeah, I mean, I'll say this, I'll say this, probably a majority of people in the States probably wouldn't, unless they sit down and watch it, they'll probably, kind of like, fling their noses at it and not give it a second chance. Me, I got no problem. I mean, I watched Japanese anime when I was a kid. I mean, Fist of the North Star, one of the best animes of all time, at least in my book, but that's just me. Yeah, Mrs. Dimension just popped in because, I gotta make tacos. Trust me. Between me and her, I make the better tacos. It's a thing. It's a thing. This is seasoning, guys. But yeah, Dre, those that don't know, Dre is actually planning a Kamen Rider Ghostbuster mashup, and I think you guys are gonna dig that when he completes it. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I can find a way to get access to it, I wouldn't mind watching all these Sentai. Especially starting with with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was based off of. I would like to compare the two. Each season, I would love to compare the Sentais for story wise and just to see the different characters and to see the different writing. But hey, there he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to parent for a second. So,
Just well, I have to hop off because well, you missed my wife.
oh,
She was standing behind me. Well,
tell her I said what's up.
because I have to go make the tacos.
Well, I'm making Chinese food tonight, so I
Oh,
have the
she
stuff.
she 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 said I can hang out for a few minutes.
Tell her thank you. I appreciate it.
Dre says thank you.
So,
But no, I
yeah,
was just saying, like, I mean, like, I'm digging it, but I think, like, I was perfectly blunt that I think the majority of people in the States probably would kind of sniff their nose,
of course, yeah.
toward, but if they actually sat down and actually watched it, they would enjoy the hell out of it. Because I mean, like, and I was just saying, if there was a platform that I could, stream the original Sentais, I would love to compare each season with the Americanized Power Ranger season.
See, I
You know,
actually have on 3 different
because
drives
I
all
think
the shows from the
because
last 20
I
years.
personally I would love. I think that would be pretty cool, like to actually do comparisons because I mean, obviously you get different makeups of characters. You didn't have two girls and three guys for the original five. It was you had one girl and then the rest were dudes.
Well, the cool
For
thing
my
is, like, they changed that a lot with
yeah.
the Japanese shows, like, I have to give it, like, this show, like, Boom Boomger had literally started the show where the Pink Ranger felt
Yeah.
like she was the leader of the team. Like red and blue were,
Yeah.
like they were the mainstays, but like you can see like how much of a personality she really is, and she rounds the
Yeah.
team out really well. And I like that. And I think the police ranger, who is the Black Ranger, and
Yes.
then there's the Orange Ranger, which I thought was very cool
And
to bring in a different
I'm
color.
I'm sorry, I gotta say this. Black Ranger, the boy is the most stylish on there.
You mean
Bring it
blue?
we're no, the Black Ranger wearing the old jumpers, the
Mhm, yeah, that's
Tims.
true. That's true.
I'm
That's
like,
true.
it it's giving me that 90s kind of vibe. I'm like, okay, okay, our boys got some style,
Yeah,
you know?
they definitely do. I gotta get Dave to watch Gotchard. I gotta upload Gotchard so Dave can watch a couple
Yeah.
episodes of that so he could see, because like I said, even and I think people will dig this. I've had this for a while and I have yet to open it, which is all the Chemi cards that come in. These are like individual packs, and then what you do is you crack them open. And this was $45 for I think 25 packs, and they are all the cards work in the drivers. So you get certain cards
Okay.
with certain attachments. You get exclusives, and then they give you the Chemi cards, which has some chase cards in here. And there's phase. This is the phase two. I need to get the orange box, which is phase one, and supposedly there's going to be a phase three box. So,
Well, see, you know what I want? Because this day and age, everyone's talking about representation, right?
mhm.
Give me a husky brother in a Sentai, in a Kamen Rider, in a Ranger. Let's get a husky Ranger. Come on,
Well, in
let's get a,
Japan,
a
they did
husky fighter.
they had one. What was it in
One. You said
in?
one after how many
No, no, I'm trying.
decades?
Well, remember Japanese culture, obesity is not a thing, right? They don't look at obesity, and they're people being very overweight is almost like an insult in the culture, unless you're like a sumo.
Okay,
So that's why I'm saying, like for me,
give
I
me
was very
Sumo Sentai
surprised.
then. Come on, bring it
Well,
on.
they brought what's his face. They had the ranger that was in Avataru Sentai, Dome Brothers, which was the last ranger series before this one. They had a heavy set dude that was a ranger.
Okay.
And I thought that was kind of cool. But when he
I mean,
transformed, he was like svelte. So I felt like
yeah.
I was like, come on, man! Like y'all trying to.
Well, you
He,
you you
he's
you
a
you know
Hesky
that
brother. Let them-
what that's like. That's like taking in the States when we had Turbo and they took
oh God!
Justin and made like when he morphed into like an adult, and then like when he demorphed, he was back to being a kid again. They Shazammed him, and
Now, now wait. Now you're saying you want to get a belt, so you can get them, and you're actually better off than we are, because here in the States, we pay a very significant markup. Like my Gotchard driver, the only reason I was able to get it was because I sold some figures, and it was a
what about
hundred. It was
what about
120.
crafting a belt?
The problem is you want to have the light up features and the sound effects, and that's I'm not technical, and I'm not
Okay,
trying to
okay.
wire boards and stuff like that. Like that's
No,
not my
but
thing.
I mean,
But it's
if you
possible. People
if
have
you
done it.
sort you source the physical material out like at a craft shop, a hobby shop, right? Like for us here, it'd be like Michael's or Joann's, right? Maybe Hobby Lobby. You craft your belt. You get someone who's good with LEDs to do some lining in it, and maybe fit a little sound card somewhere in the back, or in somewhere in the belts where it's not noticeable, and maybe cover it up with some 3D printed grommets, paint them, and do a little accenting and customize and make your own belt.
I mean,
I
pretty
think it's
much
possible.
mostly. I
Would
won't
I
doubt
do
it.
it? I don't know how to do that crap, so it wouldn't be wouldn't be me. Just like Dre
Eh,
said,
yeah, it's not me. Like I'm the type of guy that I'd rather spend the $50 or the $100, get the driver. Like
like,
right.
hey, could you do this for me?
And the
I'll
thing
throw a few
is,
bucks your way.
and the thing ultimately is like, where am I gonna find like I want to find all the pieces because I like the
Mhm.
legitimate belts. Now, like some of the older ones, if there was a way to like 3D print them, I wouldn't care if they lit up. It'd be
Yeah.
just cool for cosplay. But like, right now the hardest belt for me to find, reasonably under $100, is the Ghost Driver, which I need for my Ghostbusters cosplay, which I've been
I did
On
mention when you stepped away that I'm like, "You guys are gonna dig." Dre's working on a Kamen Rider mashup with Ghostbusters, and you're gonna dig it when it comes out.
Yeah, that belt is I'm waiting for that belt. Like, that belt is
You guys not might not be ready for it, but your kids are gonna love it.
I'm loving it. Like, my wife my I wanna take that picture with Ernie Hudson with that driver and the whole outfit, like, so that's why I need the patch. That's why, like, I'm getting
Listen,
the
l
gears in motion.
listen, I listen. You know I have patches. You
Uh,
know I have a ton of patches.
send me one and I'll be happy.
I will send you. You know what? There's a couple. I even have a couple patches that have like rivets on the no ghost on the logo itself.
That sounds cool.
So, I mean, if that's something you like, I mean, I got a couple, but I even have well, there's one I think you need.
Well, send me the one you think I need.
I think you need the Hook and Ladder 8
Oh,
patch.
I need that patch because
So, yeah,
my wife and I are fans, so
I'm gonna be sending you that at some point, but I'll send you a Ghostbusters patch. But
oh, before you continue, look what I
yes,
picked up. I don't like classifieds, but I picked up 2 that I had to have.
quick hit.
Yep, I needed him, and because I wanna use him for fighting with my Power Rangers or with my Common Riders. Big Boa.
Nice.
Yeah, these 2 I had Big Boa as a kid, I loved him. So, I had to
Now
get those 2.
now there's one you might wanna get.
Jinx, I
There's
already
supposed
pre-ordered.
no, they had announced, or they teased, basically in the G.I. Joe cartoon, at one point, Cobra Commander was kind of no longer a man.
Oh, yeah, where he had the helmet, it was like he had, like, that weird curved helmet that looked like a biker.
They
Yeah, I want that, but
well,
if they make that
yeah,
classified, I will get that one because that one was dope where he had the
I
voice
think it
box.
was it no longer a man or something like that.
Yeah, it was like, "What's up, man?"
Because he was like full serpent.
Well, I saw the Techno Viper today, those look dope,
Yeah.
and if I was collecting classifieds,
Mhm.
I would army build the crap out of Techno Vipers and have them fight Kamen Rider figures, like, because they look just like a Kamen Rider
Yeah.
character.
I will say this about Boom Boom. I'm digging their monsters. Their
Oh,
monsters are
and the Mario Kart
chef's kiss. Oh, that crazy psychotic, like, it looked like
alternate dimension.
if you took your, like, crazy neighbor's chihuahua and mechanized it, that's basically what it is.
Oh, yeah, the creepy
It's
RC car.
yeah.
And I like that we still haven't seen the main villain yet, like, that's the other
No.
cool thing, like, "What's up,
And
cop?"
you know the orange one, you know it's our boy who's, like, hooking them up with tech.
I love that
You
he's the
know
tip.
it's him.
I love that he's like "Oh, I'm just, like, here kinda, like, doing my thing.
Like,
Here's a new thing," and
he's the procurement department. You know he's hooked up because I mean, as soon as you saw him using the police communicator, you knew,
mhm.
like, okay, yeah, he's gonna hook him up. He's
So,
gonna
yeah,
hook him
so,
up like a good
folks,
duck.
I did tell Dave about the boon char the actual weapon, which require it's the first time I've ever seen this since Deca Ranger or what they called SPD in
SPD,
America.
which was
They
one of my favorites.
so they what they did was they had to use the badge on their weapons
Yeah, to
to
lock it in.
lock
To
it in and
Yep.
activate it. Now they brought that back with this. So if you don't have the boom boom changer, you can't act and you buy the weapon by
Yeah.
itself. It's just a weapon. It won't have any of the light up effects or anything.
Well, yeah, the
So
well, like, when they're driving their vehicles, you
mhm,
gotta
you gotta place
connect
it
it
on.
into yeah.
So
So, I mean,
I
yeah,
it's dope. It's dope.
it's well, you know what? In a grand scheme, it makes sense because, well, okay, these weapons, they need a power source. So, yeah, I mean, it would be like, you know, again, like you said, Deca or SPD, the morpher was the source of the power. You destroy that, they wouldn't be able to power the weapons then. And I'm
And I
curious
think
to see if
we
that
need
happens.
the boon changer because you know that okay, we have to go through the for those of you guys that don't know the Power Ranger like or the Sentai setup, we
Yeah.
have to have the base Rangers. We have the red
Yeah.
being probably red is the leader kind of de facto, but really pink I feel like is the leader of the team on this one. And you know, then you have the we got to get the sixth ranger, and then when we get the sixth ranger, it's usually when we get the power up. Like the Zords will get a power up. We're gonna probably get some new vehicles.
Like
So
like in this case, our guy, I keep forgetting his name, the robot that likes to make curry.
I love that robot.
Something
Voiced by Naruto's voice actress from Japan.
now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's badly damaged. Something happens, and that's when if we get the obligatory six ranger, which would be interesting if we do. If we do, like he like somehow gets the upgrade, and that's where your upgrade comes in. You know, like what if the six rangers maybe someone from his world or something like that, or it's our government girl. Because
Yeah,
why
because
was
they
she
did they
smiling
did
all crazy with him? Like I'm
yeah,
like,
they did hint that there's like a possibility
she's like,
of a sixth ranger being a female, which would be the first
yeah,
ever. We've never had a
yes,
female
six
in
ranger. No,
in Japan or in the States ever be the
no.
sixth. So actually, no,
Um,
I lie. No, I lie. It happened in
RPM?
Ninja Storm,
No.
Ninja Storm here in America, the twins. Because in Japan they were a boy and a girl, and
Okay.
I know when they came to the States it was a boy and a girl, and they were the
Well,
sixth, like the
no.
sixth and seventh
And
ranger.
and no, I'm gonna correct you there, Dre. Ninja Storm, we started with the three,
Yeah,
the two guys and a girl, and then you
red,
brought
blue, and
the
yellow.
twin brothers that took them up to five.
Mhm.
Ham, which was their sensei's son, was the sixth ranger. He was the samurai ranger.
So they did change it so that they were so there was not a boy and a girl, because in Japan it was a boy and a girl
Come at
that
me with
were.
Power Rangers, man. Just come
I
at me.
don't. When it comes to America, I
You
don't
are the
know
Sentai
anything.
Sensei, okay?
I
Okay,
love that
I'm
you
the
said that.
Morphin Master.
Hey, wait,
Okay?
hey, that folks, that should be a T-shirt. The Sentai Sensei. Tell me if you want it.
Right? No,
We'll
you know
design
what?
it.
They don't even have to ask for it. Just make it happen.
I'm gonna have to
Just
make
make
that
it
because
happen.
I like that idea. But yeah,
The
like there's
Sentai Sensei, you wear it at the con, people are gonna be like, yo,
yeah, I'm gonna have to make that
just
shirt
saying,
now.
okay?
That's pretty dope.
Just saying.
I gotta talk to Rex now too.
Free of
We're gonna
charge.
you're gonna
Free
have
of
to help me
charge.
design. Now you have to design it for me. We have to design a logo for the shirt.
Hey, we'll do it.
Uh, we got that.
But
But
I'm gonna
you're
hop
gonna
off so
go.
I can make
Listen,
the tacos.
you hop off. Thank you for coming on, and I'm gonna then
Yes,
hop off
sir.
in about another minute
I
or
mean,
two.
you were on, and I'm
Oh,
like, you know what? He's
but
here. I gotta hop on.
before you leave, I did talk to Walter. He is. I emailed him a link, and the studio didn't want to do anything this time around, but he sent them a link to to Ride for Roswell because I gave it to
Okay.
him, and he's now going to see what's what they say now because
Okay.
they'll see that, and he's gonna try to give something from himself if he can't get something from the studio.
Okay.
So I just
Okay.
wanted you to know that.
Work in progress. And those that who might be listening to Drake, either a replay or live. The Ride for Roswell is an annual bike riding event that benefits all the proceeds go to cancer research through Roswell Park in the city I live in. If you guys want more information, you can go check out Dave's underscore dimension on Instagram or go to my channel. And I did a stream last night. In fact, I did it live, and you can find the links to Ride for Roswell right there. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. Dre is also a co-sponsor of Stream for the Cure.
Yes, I am, and I'm very proud to be a co-sponsor. I
Yeah,
did talk to actually my local comic book shop today. I'm filming for them on Free Comic Book Day. I'm going to be shooting a
nice.
video that I'll be posting that Saturday.
What
Um,
that's coming up soon, isn't it?
yeah, May 4th. Yeah, I have to take the day off from
Oh,
work for
oh,
it. So
ooh.
yeah, I got to take the
Yeah,
day off.
I
But
got a wedding to go to.
so I'm going to film
My
that.
cousin is
It
getting
will not
married
be
on
live.
May the 4th.
I know, and I have to hunt down the special Starbucks cup that's going to be a brown Star Wars Starbucks cup that they make. It's a Target exclusive. So good luck on me finding one on.
Maybe I will try and do that for my cousin because her and her fiance are Star Wars
That would
fans.
actually be a really cool thing because it's supposed to be like a brown. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
Tatooine. It's supposed to have like a Tatooine like sunset on
So
there.
does it taste like sand?
It probably does, but
And then
I'm
someone
definitely gonna
dresses up
get
as Anakin and says, "I hate it."
it. Luke, I have no hand. But yeah,
Get you guys later.
thank you, Dave.